Hello, hello. It's Juliana Sauber back again for day 5. We made it. How exciting is this? Cell dance is today's topic, and I want to get things moving today. Just a way to kind of close out. So when we've gone through each of these days, right? Day 1, we got to know the cells and a little bit of the energy and how to move things. Day 2, we started talking to ourselves and having a conversation with them. We started on day 3, really digging in deeper and having more conversation with them, choosing something specific to work on. Day 4 was really about listening and responding with kindness. And then we get into day 5. So what do you do after you've done all this? So we've gotten into this meditative state. We spent about 10 minutes having a great conversation with our body, uplifting everything, bringing up more joy and happiness and moving away things that no longer serve us. So what do you do next? How do we close this out? So I brought forth some tools. I brought in some tools that I like. So this is Joy Essential Oil Blend, really good one for uplifting happiness. This is a combination of 2 different rose oils that I really like. And rose is very much about love and joy and peace. And I brought some rose quartz, which has a pink color to it. So these are some things that I like to have. And rose quartz is one of these things, I might stick this in my pocket, might have it as, a bracelet. For the ladies, we oftentimes put them in our bras. That's just how it goes. So I want to get into some movement today. So to lock in the changes and the shifts. Now, there are a lot of different pathways that energy and emotion flows through our body. Meridians being one of those, the energy wheels, spinning wheels, also known as chakras, those are all energy and power centers. And we want to get those moving. So I want to give you some things to do. The first thing is, and I'm going to load this video into the challenge group on Facebook, is Donna Eden does a daily energy routine. Once you get this daily energy routine down, 2 or 3 minutes is all it's going to take. You're going to get things moving. I am also a big fan of Qigong. Now, Qigong is something that is from the ancient Chinese medicine, and Qigong is about moving the energy and the life force and harnessing that. You're bringing an energy and life force from the planet, from the heavens, and harnessing that within yourself and getting it moving. So the movements are about getting the meridian pathways. So if you don't know what a meridian is, think of it as a highway of energy in your body that moves through specific pathways. And if there's so if using the highway analogy, if there happens to be an accident on the highway, things slow down. That's similar within your body. If there happens to be a slowdown, you can experience pain and or other problems. So we've got movement through the meridians. There's also the radiant circuits. And then there are energy coalescing areas, such as the throat and the lower abdomen. Even the hands are useful for this. So that's why the hands are important in both the Donna Eden daily energy routine and in Qigong. So I want to walk you through a couple of movements that I think are going to be helpful with getting your energy moving. These are a couple of really simple Qigong movements. So I'm going to step back away from the computer. I'm going to hopefully talk loud enough for you to hear me. So we start in Qigong with a base movement. We start here. This is the core of our energy. And we're just going to circle. So we're going to kind of open our feet up a little bit. Take a deep breath. Kind of bring that breath all the way down to your belly, all the way down to where your hands are. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Again, if you find yourself breathing up here, keep going with the intention that you're going to bring your breath down to your belly. All right. So let your hands drop. We're just going to bring them up and we're going to circle. So we're just getting this chi moving. So hands are facing upward when they go up, and then they turn downward when you come down. And you might pay attention to sensations in your body as you're doing these movements. So let's drop down a little bit, kind of push your butt out a little bit, pelvis in, ground yourself and center. This is really about grounding and bringing your energy into a center core stable position. And we're going to drop a little bit further, and we're going to just do a few more of these movements. So palms up and palms down. Bringing your hands just down next to your body again. So now we're going to do a little bit of clearing. So we've moved a lot of things that no longer serve us, beliefs and emotions and other things. So now we're going to clear some of those energies. So again, with your hands here on your lower abdomen, take a deep breath in, close your eyes and smile. Just feel that smile all the way through your body. Just really get into that smile. It's amazing how a smile can just change how you feel. So big smile, big goofy smile. Bring in a little laughter. Feels really good. So then drop your hands, and then we're going to swing one hand behind your body and one hand in front with the palm up. And then when you drop down, when your hands come back together, we do a little bit of a bounce, and we come back around this way. So the opposite hand up, the other hand behind, we come back down and we do a bounce, and we swing. And we bounce and swing. And envision kind of like a bit of a, as the negative energies and negative emotions are gone, they kind of get swept away and lifted up with your hand and pushed out. All right. So now we're going to put our hands together. And you can put them here, locked together, or interlace your fingers right here in front of your chest, in front of the lungs and the heart. So you're going to breathe in and push out and bring that energy back in. We're going to do this one more time. Keeping your hands interlaced, go up above your head. And when you come up here, lift up on your toes just a little bit and then drop down, sink in, bring your hands down, kind of drop in. This is the bubbling brook. So we're going to push energy from the heavens into your body. All right, so bring your hands very slowly down the sides, and then we're going to bounce. We're just going to bounce and shake. Let's get your meridians moving. It's kind of fun. We're just going to get the body moving. And the last one that I like to do is called Yin Massage. So we're going to come back here. We're going to bring our hands up. Again, bringing them together. You're going to look up. Bring your hands behind your head, down, beyond, next to your ears, and just massage the throat. Come down, across and behind to the kidneys. Kind of work, massage, a little bit of kidney massage here. And then we come down the outsides of the legs to the toes and back up across the pelvis. And then we're going to bring our hands out, up again, behind your head, across the neck. We're going to do a little yin massage here in front of the neck. We're going to bring it back down, massage the kidneys, down the outsides of the legs, back up and around, And again, we come up behind the head, massage the throat, come back, massage the kidneys, come down, come back up again. We're just going to finish with a really quick salutation just to thank you. And we're going to come back down to lower dantian. Just take a really deep breath and feel the energy flow through your body. So you might feel some tingling, some movement, some sensation. This should loosen things up for you as well. I know for me personally, if I sit too long, my muscles, my myofascia get really sticky. And so it's good for me to do this movement on a regular basis. Now, that was just a really basic intro to Qigong. There's far more to learn and far more amazing, incredible supports in Qigong. And Qigong is in and of itself a type of medicine. It is a movement medicine, and it is really incredible. I continue to be amazed at how Qigong is transforming how my body feels, and just harnessing this internal life force and then bringing in the life force of the universe. So let me recap a few more things for you. Be aware, observe your language, how you speak to yourself, what you say about yourself, what you think about yourself, and begin to redirect that. It's muscle memory now to think about it. So you've got to redirect, you got to rewire those neural synapses, and you've got to continue to move in another direction. No different than if you're trying to strengthen a muscle, you have to use it in certain ways. You're going to have to use this as well. Be aware of those negative words, quickly redirect them, move them back into a positive word. Be aware of negative emotions and thoughts. And a couple of things I want to say about negative emotions and thoughts. Be careful about immediately going into a judgment space. Even after doing years of this work, sometimes I'll have a negative thought float up when I think about something, and the tendency years ago would have been like, oh, all this work and I'm still not good at it. The really where I'm at is give myself some grace to know that we're always in this journey. It's not the destination, it's the journey, which sounds a bit cliche, but it really is. And when you bring yourself into a place of being satisfied and happy with the journey and the progress you've made and all the good things you get to learn and experience each and every day, that need for perfection, the shame, the frustration, the judgment with self begins to completely dissolve. So bring yourself to a point where you go, you know what? I am okay with myself today. And I'm ever present to my healing path. So good stuff. Pattern interrupt. This is one of my favorite things to do, especially if you're a ruminator where you start to get into these, thought processes. I'm the type of person who will run a whole conversation in my head with someone and then rerun it and then rerun it and rerun it. The pattern itself is meant to bring myself to a position where I win the argument, which isn't the objective when it all comes right down to it. So a pattern interrupt is really good for this. So when you're starting to feel this negative emotion or feel this, get the spiraling thoughts, do something shocking to yourself and to your system. So what I mean by that is, if you're in this pattern and you can't quite get out of it, go and splash some cold water on your face. Do some jumping jacks. Clap your hands really loud. Bang on the wall a bunch of times. You got a drum, bang the drum. Then go back into it. Intentionally go back into that thought pattern. Bring it up when you feel the emotion swirling. Do another thing that pattern interrupt. Do that at least 3 times. You will find that by the 3rd time, when you think about that thing, that emotion, that person, that situation, it will be minimal. So where it may have been a 12 on a scale of 10, 1 to 10, it's now an 8, and then it's a 6, and then it's a 2. And then you can rationally work through the emotion around it. And there are 2 closing things I want to leave you with. switch yourself into a receiving state, into an allowance. Allow life to work for you, because it will. It always does. Allow the healing to come through. Allow for knowledge to be given to you. Allow for the opportunity to learn things that maybe even challenge your current beliefs. As you explore that, as you go through, my current belief is this. Do I actually believe that? Is that actually in alignment with who I am and who I want to have unfold as life goes on? And be in a state of gratitude. Gratitude is the most important thing out there. I still have to remind myself on an each and every day to be thankful, to give thanks for what I've got. I'm grateful and thankful for sunshine today. I'm grateful and thankful that the weather was warm enough. I did not have to put on 4 layers to go out and feed the animals. I'm grateful and thankful that I've got my favorite tea here. I'm grateful and thankful that I get to be here with you. I'm grateful and thankful that I've been gifted and given this knowledge and information and a desire to share it with you. Because each of those things are a blessing to me, and I hope that they are a blessing to you. So I want to close with one other thing. I am doing a Face and Embrace Your Dragons challenge coming up. That's the next one, and that is in March. It'll start March 4th. So I look forward to seeing you in there. So if you want to join that one, check the Whole Body Renewal Center Facebook page, and in the events section is how you get connected with that. If you have any other questions, if you have a need for things, if you want some additional assistance along the way, I'm here. I'm Juliana Sauber, and this is your opportunity to talk to yourselves. Take care.